Howdy. Not sure if these ones work.
I don't think so. And then let's see.
Oh, there they go.
They did. Guess they needed a boost.
Crazy and what happened? Yep. Hey, you guys, I just want to let you all know, this is history in the making. A strike has never happened, and we're going to be the students that stand up. We're the future of Brookhaven. We're not going to stand by if the chancellor tries to belittle, demean our faculty. This is our school. We will stand with our school and with our professors. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Alright.
Okay, any other chance?
Keep it up.
We're doing our best. 2, 4, 6, 8. Don't play games, negotiate. 2, 4, 6, 8. Don't play games, negotiate. 2, 4, 6, 8. Don't play games, negotiate. 2, 4, 6, 8. Don't play games, negotiate.
I don't think there is anything going on over here. I guess the students are waking up now.
How you doing?
Doing well. Keep it up.
How you doing, Tim?
Hey, I'm doing all right. Hang in there. Howdy. Good to see you. I'm doing all right. Yourself? Well, I guess you could be doing better, huh?
Yeah, you know, but hopefully things will get worked out soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, how are your classes going?
Okay, we're gonna try a chant.
Howdy.
Okay.
They're going well.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
not going today, though.
Right, yeah, no, yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
I'm trying to keep up. I'm just taking 2 classes this semester.
okay, good.
I'm glad I'm not taking 4 because
Yeah, it's a big load. Yeah,
analytical mechanics and
Oh, man.
introduction to nanoscience.
yeah, those high level physics stuff could kill anybody. Yeah, well, good. I'm sorry again, I wasn't able to make it to the presentation, but I appreciate being invited.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, it's too bad we haven't been able to meet for lunch.
Well-
Both my classes are during lunchtime.
Okay. Your classes, what about your Tuesday, Thursday schedule?
It's 11 to 12:15.
Okay, so maybe after 12:15?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't normally have classes on those days, but I'll make a special thing to arrange to be up here for that. So like after this is kind of over, we'll connect up and figure out something for a Tuesday, Thursday then.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, well, I'll catch you later then.
Yeah. We'll
Okay,
see
I'm
ya.
glad I saw you.
All right. Good to see you too.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hi, Andy.
Hey, Jason, how are you?
I'm well.
We're down
I'm well.
in town.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Hey, eat your heart out, man.
Hi.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work. Good to see you.
See ya.
Oh yeah.
Got a wonderful sign for you.
Okay.
That's a good looking dog.
Name's Hunter.
Hey buddy.
Good boy, Hunter. Good boy. You'd be surprised. Good boy.
Keep. Hey, good. I'm doing well.
There is some.
I'd ask you how you're doing, but you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Somewhere.
doing how we're doing.
Yeah, it's basically
Trying our
sign that
best.
you'll be a good person.
Trying our best. Standing up to the man and all that stuff.
Not a shout on your door and stuff.
Actually, yeah, you could sign anyone, I guess.
I don't think I slept that much last night worrying about all this, but everybody, like, students are being super great and understand, and
in charge up to 11.
hopefully it'll just be a day or two until people realize that.
I was just wondering if you needed anyone to hold any signs.
Absolutely.
I think that the students who are here are supporting the faculty.
If you're picketing
Ed,
with us, you should sign.
I think a good portion of them went home on vacation.
Is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well I'm sure that there's plenty of people that showed up for their 8 o'clock class or whatever, and was just like, oh, I see what's going on. Jump in the car and take a couple days off.
And
That's what I told
any
my
of these
students. They're like, because
are-
I guess some people gave
You know who
reading assignments or whatever, and I'm like,
Captain.
you know what? Like, there's always more to learn with chemistry. Like, just study the stuff I already told you.
make
If you
sense.
get bored, like
Yeah.
that'll be enough.
Right.
You don't need to try to read
anyways,
ahead or
when we come
anything.
in, and it's a formality.
But,
we ought to play it by the book.
Yeah.
Everybody, it'll all be fine
Oh, you got it.
in the end.
Yeah, just same.
I think that
Yeah.
people don't understand. Like we've literally gotten messages from politicians that say like, well, we don't understand that like you guys only work 17 hours a week because we spend 12 hours a week in the classroom and then we have 5 office hours. So they said, well, you only work 17 hours a week, and I'm like,
Really?
gee, like because it feels more like 50
Yeah.
or 60 on a bad week. Like it's a lot of it's a nice flexible schedule, you know, like I'm like here like about 7 hours a day, but then when my kids go to bed, I'm grading
absolutely.
papers,
Yeah,
you know, and
of
that's
course it
nice
is.
because then you're not
kinda
like
sad that they go to
strapped
that
the
level
desk when you
to
want to go to the kids' soccer
you guys
game
are already
kind of
messing
thing.
with it in the
But
crossfire.
it's still a lot of hours, you know.
Yeah, it is.
They just people
I
get
guess
this
they're trying to
idea in their head that somehow we're
Yeah, those
not
office
doing
hours
anything.
are to meet with
negotiations
students, not
last night. I
grade
was kinda
papers.
clicking on
Yeah.
the internet and
Which, you know,
it was absurd. They didn't even try to.
This
They
is like
actually
it's
were
funny. Like for
they're
the
doing
first
one of
like
these, you know, it's just
3 weeks of the
terrible,
semester, you know,
But
all
the
teachers are all like,
governor is all
make
the
sure you
place.
come and ask me questions if you don't understand anything. And everybody's like, yeah, sure. And then they take that first test, and then the next thing you know, they're like, oh yeah, I better ask some questions.
Yeah.
So I've had
What are you studying?
a steady stream the
Oh,
last couple
okay.
weeks.
Well,
which
then,
is
yeah, so
great.
you kind of see your own vested interest there even more directly.
There's some cleaner signs over
So
here.
hopefully it'll just be this couple days.
plenty of
and
donuts.
back-
Yeah, you can.
back
If you want
over
to,
here.
Hi there.
anyone
How's
who
stuff
wants
going
the
for you?
board can take it.
Oh,
Feeling
I'm
okay?
staying busy. Oh,
If you want
Learning
to
some
make noise,
physics.
you need help. I
Yeah.
think you don't sound too loud.
yeah. Introduction to nanoscience.
But no, thanks
and
so much for.
the second half of analytical mechanics. So,
I mean, you do realize that to chemists, like we just think that you physics guys just stand around and like drop stuff, and you're just like, oh yeah, it still falls. I'm just kidding.
Don't take the Dunkin' Donuts one.
If chemistry was even so repeatable that it would actually do the same thing twice. But
oh, did you see
you're taking
the
nano? Or you're taking nano now?
the Nobel Prize for I think it was chemistry?
It was
They had a
what was
like a
that?
nano-sized bot.
Oh yeah, it was the molecular car or whatever,
Yeah.
molecular robot thing. And I thought of that. I showed my wife the picture because me and my wife watch a lot of science fiction stuff, you know, and they always have like these nanites and stuff, you know, and like sometimes, you know, actually people with nanites inside them that like repair their cells and all this stuff. And I showed my wife the picture. I'm like, that's the first step toward that fantasy that probably may someday be true, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I've had all of my professors.
Another good. Did you see it's an animated movie based on an anime, like a Japanese anime book, that Hero 6 thing? Did you see
Yeah.
that with the they were really nanobots. They were just little and really organized.
Yeah.
That was a neat concept too, of how you can
Yeah, so you go to
do
anything,
complex
you
things
see
with
anything
small
with
parts if
your
you have enough of them.
Which, haven't existed.
Okay, yeah.
But all these
That's
things
what I
come
wanted to
along
hear.
a little bit at a
Someone
time.
must have showed up.
I'm sure.
Some of those
Couple
early-
folks did, but I wouldn't know who.
Some of those early nanorobots, I didn't read about how this one
But
works,
yeah,
what you're
it's-
talking about, but some of the early ones actually had
Hopefully it won't have too long. We can repair
components extracted from living tissue
Yeah, no
on
one wants to see
them.
that.
So then they would put them in a solution with some like ATP.
Best of luck.
Yeah,
You know,
thank you.
do
Yeah,
you, ever, you take biology? Did you
we'll
take
get
biology
there.
class?
I actually haven't, but I'd like to.
You know, so like basically like ATP is basically the molecule that in the end is the fuel for everything that runs in your cell. So if they take this little piece of, a muscle piece of muscle cell or something and attach it to some nanobot and put it in a solution with some ATP, and it'll just sit there and like go to town and move around and stuff. But that's kind of defeating the purpose of
Yeah.
nanomaterial, because it's only going to last, a couple of hours until it's going to.
Is
Wear out.
ATP produced by the mitochondria? Or?
Yeah, I believe that's how it works.
Bullhorn's there. If you want to
It's
pick that up, the
all very rusty in my mind, but yeah, there's the whole like
flying off, and that's a litter issue.
glucose, and it gets broken down, and then there's like the electron transfer chain, and then it makes the ATP, and yeah, I think that's the mitochondria, and then the ATP goes into your cells and makes them do stuff. Like learn physics. But yeah, this one apparently is powered by more electrical.
do whatever you feel.
It seemed like from the little blurb that I saw, it seems like it's
We had students that went to
stimulated by a charge in the surface or something.
We had people dancing over here. Dancing.
It's very Tesla-like. I just saw a special on TV last night about Tesla and his belief that you could just
I'm gonna go get a bite to
basically
eat.
permeate the entire planet with an electric field, and then that electric field would just power everything. You wouldn't need any wires or anything like that.
Yeah.
Because he was a brilliant guy, but he's sort of
Your main job is
insane
people join, get them to
in his
sign
later
forms.
years, and was trying to build these things.
What
and,
can you teach me?
Fell in love with a pigeon.
yeah, he had all
that's
these.
it.
Back from when he invented the AC generator, he was in with the billionaire crowd back then. So then he was always trying to get these guys to give him money to build this thing. But I think everybody knew that it was pretty far-fetched. And he had some sort of mental illness, probably, it seems.
Yeah.
I figured it could be after long enough.
I was
And
just
back then,
stumbling around out of the
this stuff
shower.
was really
I better put pants on.
identified or
At least I got the
recognized
pants
as
on.
a
That's
real
not the
thing.
important one. Everything else is optional.
I see you got some refreshments here.
Oh yeah, students keep bringing us coffee and donuts and all kinds of stuff, and carrying signs.
You're welcome. I'm coming back.
Super nice and supportive, which is great. We're like nervous about people yelling at us and everything, because we're like these super friendly, kind-hearted people. We're not.
Yeah.
We don't like hit people in the knee with crowbars and stuff.
I haven't seen any opposing people here.
No, not really.
I think they're all in Paris.
Here otherwise, it's same as today.
Well,
I actually went up to the president's office just before I came here. There's nothing going on up there.
well, to some extent, they're running around trying to take attendance for the students that show up. It's one of their little
governor
points they're trying to do.
All right, as a student,
There's some, yeah. Well, I think
Can't fire him.
I think
if
that
everything's going
at
fine,
8
but
o'clock,
now that he
probably
broke it,
the habit kicks in, where they're like, oh, time to get up and go to class, and they go and they walk, and then they're like, oh yeah, I thought I heard something about this on the news, and then they kind of relax then a little bit. But so there was a lot of
we offered-
students going to class at 8 o'clock, but not. I don't think a lot of students.
They're like, no, we need to bus.
So that was like, it was like 6 o'clock last night when that stopped, and I don't have a smartphone, but an hour ago they hadn't, nothing had been done yet. Yeah, I don't know.
God, yeah.
I hope so.
Someone who never.
I do.
Yeah, we
Guess I
have
need
enough
to run and
robots
grab
in
that.
society.
Yeah, hopefully this will kind of get things going. I understand that like taxpayers want to save money and whatever, but there are things that the world
can
needs,
spot your house a little
and
better.
quite honestly, like we're
I
actually
just had to get him out of the house for a minute because he's next to the door.
there's a thing, I forget what it's called,
And yeah,
where companies can fill out a form and submit it to the government to get permission to hire somebody from another country because they can't find a person in this country that's qualified.
That's ridiculous.
And the number of those applications has just been like going up and up and up and up. First Quality Tissue that's right here in town, and they've come and talked to us a bunch of times, and they're just like, we need more people. Like they just like you'll hear all the time from companies that need, you know, and I'm a chemistry teacher, so they talk to me about science, but that need like science people with science degrees and engineers and stuff, and like there's actually a shortage.
It's for the.
And they say about the unemployment rate, like we need to educate people because
to join us and then
it's just it's not a coal mine in society anymore. Like you gotta know how to do stuff. And in fact, like America, the job market in America is very high end compared to other places. So like my brother is an electrical engineer, and in electronics, basically the whole motto of the whole electronics industry in America is you can't compete with China, so don't even try. You have to make something that's so complex that they can't figure out how to do it. Like, so it's all very, very high end. So
Bye, Hunter.
a part,
Looks like a tiger.
it's a pretty cool dog, isn't it?
Yeah.
So where my brother works, they might make a part that a $500 part that goes in like a cell phone base station tower that has to like work perfectly for years and like never make a mistake. Whereas like you might be able to buy something that sounds like the same thing for like 50 cents from China, but it isn't going to do that job under that intense load. So like there's a 50-cent transmitter in this throwaway phone, but the one, you know, it was made in China, but the one in the base station, it's got to be good or the whole system won't work, you know. So that's what they make. They make the high-end stuff at the American factory and the cheap stuff, the throwaway stuff in China or whatever. So that you need high-tech people that can do that kind of stuff. So that's why we're here. That's why people go to college. Well, good luck.
Yeah. The world is a better place when we're educated. The world is a better place when we're educated.
Well, there's also just the open-mindedness that comes with it too.
Let's turn it on.